Hello, 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 everybody. It is Pip here. I know you're not normally expecting to see me on a Tuesday, but it's a bank holiday week, so who knows what day it is anyway. Today, I am coming to you because it is finally live. The catalogue is live. It's here. It's ready to be ordered from. And more importantly, it means I can show you the inside. Hello, Joe. Hi. Nice to see you. I can actually show you the inside, and I can show you a few things that I haven't shown you yet. And a few things that I can't show you until they arrive. I put my order in this morning. Everything was ordered. All the papers are coming for Paper Party. Yes. Everybody's stamp sets and everything that they ordered are coming, so that's fab. All the stuff for team got ordered this morning. It's all being expedited, so hopefully it'll all be here by the end of the week. Hurrah! And the really good news is that the catalogue should be here today. So then I can ship them out to everyone. However, hi Melly, I wanted to show you just a few things. It looks dreadfully tabbed, but honestly, it won't be very long. I just want to show you a few things so that you get an understanding of what the new catalogue looks like. You can kind of get a feel of how the things that I have shared with you already fit into the whole grand scheme of things, and also to point out a few things that you might have missed. Or when you get the catalogue, you might be so excited that you might miss them as well. So that's what we're doing today. Okay, so I'm going to flick down to my hands. There we go. I'm going to put my lights on so you can see. Hurrah! There we go. So this is the new annual catalogue, May the 3rd, 2022 until April 2023. And now I can actually open it up and show you the inside. So hopefully I'm far enough away, but also close enough so that you can see. So as you open up the catalogue, you have this beautiful front page, and it's all to do with the hues of happiness that I shared with you yesterday. So, you know, you've seen some of this yesterday and seen some of the amazing things you can do with those stamps and dies, etc. So that's good. This is a great page for table of contents, but only once you know what the product suites are really all about, because it just lists the name of the product suite. So Tea Boutique we've talked about. So if you know the suite name, then that's great. If you don't know the suite name, you can at least pop in here and see where all the suites are. This is where you can find accessories and more, 120 to 177. And then here are your host join specials. And then here are some indexes for punch bundles, die bundles, stamps and accessories, which is always good. So that's right down here at the bottom on this front page. So that's page 3. So that's always good. Okay, so then we get in and it starts talking about how you can craft with Stampin' Up. So you can do kits, you can do purchases and shop, you can make a difference with charity stuff, you can join, you can host, all that kind of stuff. So then it talks about our stamps and all the differences between what they're like. And then we talk about the colour, because their colour range is unique. And we talked a little bit more about colour yesterday. Hi, Jill. Hi, Gillian. Nice to see you. So we talked a bit more about colour yesterday, coordination and all that kind of stuff. So then it talks about comprehensive coordination. So it's not just about colours that coordinate together. It's also about how you take that further into the suites, and the fact that the dies match the stamps and that the embossing folders go and the ribbons match, and you know, all of that jazz with colour coordination and pure coordination at every level. You know, stamps that goes with dies, stamps that goes with punches, the whole thing. Stampin' Up just have that down to a fine art. Then we talk about kits. Kits are still happening. And then we get into the suites. So this is the Tea Boutique that we talked about the other day. Last week we did Tea Boutique. Yesterday we did Hues of Happiness. Yes, Joe, you need to catch up. You need to catch up on that because we did some fab stuff yesterday. So now I'm going to jump to, you can see all my tabs here that I want to talk to you about. But I promise you it won't be long. So I'm going to try and find the first one. Okay, so the first stamp set is probably not one that I will get myself, but it's very good for somebody who is doing a lot of cards to the same people and want things to look a little bit different. I quite like that. So if you send a lot of friends cards, sometimes you might get bored of just using one font. But here, can you see this is the same? I'm just going to lift this up a bit better. There we go. So this is the same sentiment. Just a note, just a note. Thank you, just a note. So there's 3 just a notes, but they're all in different fonts. So they all look slightly different. See that? And then you've got the same for thank you, happy birthday, and thinking of you. And then there's a little bit of a hello just thrown in as an extra one for extra measure. So that's quite a good set, actually, if you're making multiple birthday cards. You know, if you're doing charity stuff and you're making multiple birthday cards and you want them all to look a little bit different, that you can have the same design and just switch out the font, which is quite nice. So that's quite a good one. Then next up, I think we have, is it that one or that one? That one? That one. Next up, this is, I think this is a really cute bundle. This is called Cheerful Basket. And you basically get this little basket, this little tub or trug, as we would call it in the UK. It's like a half of a barrel chopped in half. It's like a barrel, but it's got a handle on it. But then you can pop in apples, hearts, but you can also pop in crafting supplies. Look at that. So you've got your snips, your refills, your pens, your pencils. That's a spritzer, I think. Paper, all kinds of different things that you can pop in the top of this little trug, which I think is really cute. Plus it's got a cat. Who doesn't love a cat, right? Gotta love a cat. That's so cute. So yes, I'm not sure. I think probably autumny would come into its own with the apples, apple bobbing and all that kind of stuff. But actually, you could use it all year round. And I think some people might overlook it. And you can chop out all of the elements in the dies. I just think it's a cute one. Inspired by you, sending you some get well cheer, and you fill my day with happiness. That's nice, isn't it? So there we go. So that's that. Then over here, no, not there. Oh no, that's that one. There we go. So then over here, next one is probably my must-have. This went straight into my basket as a half-price item because I spent more than £400, funnily enough, this morning. It was rather a large order this morning, but then that's all because it's class, right? It's all paper party stuff and stamp and chat and all that kind of stuff going on. So I thought I'd just chuck it all in together. This was designed by somebody who I have met. I don't know her very well, but she inspires me, Lisa Curcio. She is the #1 global demonstrator as of last October. And she's just come out with a cracking stamp set here for her $1 million sales achievement. So when you sell $1 million or a million CSV or whatever it is, you get a chance to design your own stamp set, or at least have an input into designing your own stamp set. And she's pulled out a cracker here. So this is lots and lots of words. Hey there, what's new, good luck, wishing you everything wonderful, just for you, wishing you the happiest of birthdays, blah, 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 woohoo, which is obviously something I say a lot. Thank you, super fantastic mega news, everything will be okay. I mean, loads of stuff, right? But all of them, and I say all of them can be die cut out. So all of them, can you see this here? It's a bit small, but they all have their own individual dies that will cut out around every single one of those. I don't think it's really well shown here in the catalogue, which is why I'm pointing it out to you, because I don't think it's very obvious. But can you see here, like this is just die cut out all in one go, and the woohoo is die cut out here. That's really hard to see on here, but when I get it, I'm going to show you loads with this set because I think it's great. So that means you just need a great background, and then you're off with your die cut little sentiments. Plus it's got some extra bits. It's got candles, it's got little, what are they, bows or butterflies, some kind of flowery things, hearts and stars, and some kind of trimming and stuff. It's just, it just looks like a fantastic set. It's called Charming Sentiments, and the bundle is £49.50, but I reckon that would absolutely just crack anything that you need for a sentiment, and you just run it through your die cutting machine and it's all done for you. So I think that's a really good one. And you can do them individually, so it's not like many messages where you had to run out the whole sheet even if you didn't want the whole sheet. These are all done individually, so I think that's a really good bundle to get, and just means that you have the opportunity to do a lot of you know, smaller sentiments, because these aren't massive, they're quite small, which is what you want sometimes. And you know, sometimes a punch might be too big, or a thingy, whatever, the die cut might be too big, but this way you can literally just do it around the sentiment, and I love that. Sue loves a cat. Good. Yes. See, I thought you might like a cat. Hi, Louisa. Oh, Joe's happy. You've just got your, is that your Stamp and Chat that's just arrived? I think it must be your Stamp and Chat. I wish it had your catalogue in it, but it doesn't, sadly. But at least your Stamp and Chat is here. I think that was that just, I can't remember what that was for, Joe. You'll have to tell me what that was for. Can't remember. Anyway, here we go. What's the next thing? I've sent out a lot of stuff over the weekend. It was a busy weekend for me. There we go. I packed it all in Packing Palace on Thursday and Friday and then got it out the door. Okay, so that's my... Oh, it's your mystery box. Of course, it's your mystery box. So I knew I'd been packing loads of things. Oh, yeah, you're going to like that. You'll have fun with all of that. Good, good, good. I'd forgotten they went out as well. I was thinking, what else went out? I didn't think Joe did Stamp and Chat this month. Excellent. Good, good, good. Fantastic. Yes, that's good. Okay, so so that is Charming Sentiments. It's on page 38. You're going to want to have a look at that when you get your catalogue. Or you can pop online right now and have a look at that straight away. Okay, another thing that I love. Actually, I think we'll start over here. Let's start over here. So this is one that's for my, for those of you out there who've got kids. I think this is going to be great for people with children or who have grandchildren or who know a lot of people with children, because it's just a fun kiddie kind of stamp set, this one. It's kids and babies section and it's called Happy Forest Friends. So I have no idea, but it's got a mushroom in it, so I like it already, you know, and it's got an owl and it's got a fox. They're all kind of not quite cartoony, not quite normal, if you know what I mean. But yes. Hey, Twinny Don. Yes, absolutely. Oh, so you're with your mum. Oh, hi, Twinny's mum. Hi, Becca's mum. She hasn't got a crafty bone in her body. Oh, how did you get so crafty then, Rebecca? I don't know how that happened, Becky, because you're amazing. So, and yes, a definite necessity, the word stamps and dies. I think that's going to prove really popular. Okay, so Louisa says she thinks this looks like a bit like Julia Donaldson characters. See, I don't even know who Julia Donaldson is. I'm going to have to go off and have a look at that and find out who that is afterwards, because that sounds good. Okay, so there we go. But I think they're cute. I think I can see also my friend Jane is going to play with googly eyes on the bear, and he'll probably look a little scary doing that. But anyway, she'll make it work. Possibly googly eyes on the owls as well. Hi, Kay. So we're just having a romp through the catalogue. I love a little romp through the catalogue. So yeah, so I think this is good for mums for sure. And Forest Friends will be one of our sweeter possibilities this year that Katina and I are doing. So you'll get to see it in a bit more detail. So I'm going to flip over the page because I also think that this one would work beautifully with it. And this one is on its way to me. Which is the elephant parade. Aren't they just adorable? It's Dumbo, right? Who doesn't think that it looks a bit like Dumbo? Okay, it needs slightly bigger ears, but you know what I mean. And no, I don't have kids. No, I don't even have grandkids. And all my nephews and niece are like 20 plus. So they might be having kids at some point, but not anytime soon. But I just love it. So we're going to be colouring elephants again this year, whatever. It's got little grasses and you can chop them all out. It's got a little mouse and a little balloon. And look, it's got a little peanut. It's the peanut, I think, is what did it for me. Look at that little peanut. Isn't that so cute? So cute. And a flower and a butterfly and some a bit random leaves, I have to say. I'm not quite sure why, but hey ho, I'm sure it makes sense. And then if you pop over to this page, there's also a great one here. This one will be great for you, Joe. Look, it's got a dragon on it. Nice Welsh dragon there. It's also got a unicorn and another mermaid. But I have to say, I really do like the Welsh dragon. I think he's a proper dragon, you know, so I like him. So again, good examples of things that you can use on there. So yeah, that's a good one for that. Now, moving more into adult humour, although apparently it's still in kids and babies. I've no idea why. Look at this one. Sean loves this one. This is Sean's favourite. Okay. He just loves the corgi next to the fan, which I think is more for ladies of a certain age who would understand that that might be good in the middle of the night or at some other part of the day. So yes, I like that. And it says growing older is mandatory, growing up is optional. So yeah, absolutely, I think so. And I know my friend Carrie's going to love that one because it's got a guinea pig in it. Look, they've made it, you know, I mean, you have to cut them out by hand. It doesn't have any dies, but it's, and a little cat with a crown. So obviously had to be for me. So yeah, so it's just a lovely set, I think. It's Guinea be a great day. A friend like you comes along once in 9 lives. I'm blown away by you. I think it's just amazing. So I think with the Royal Jubilee coming up, a corgi card would be absolutely perfect for a lot of people. And of course, it's with the squirrels still, so that we can still do squirrels. So Sean's very happy bunny. So then that brings me on to my next one, which is the one I've shared a little bit with in Crafty Corner. Remember the pigs? Here's some more pigs. Look at these. These are even happier in pigs in mud. And a little pig on a scooter. Everybody needs a pig on a scooter in their life, I think, at this point. They are just gorgeous. Plus one with a birthday cake, which looks a little bit like me. When I look at my birthday cake, very hungry. But it's just so cute. Hope it's the best. It's your birthday. This little piggy says, happy birthday. Enjoy the ride. Whee! Which is really good. Go to your happy place and stay there all day. Well, that's our craft room, isn't it? So, you know, we want to do that. So, yeah, so I'm well into the elephants and the pigs and the corgis at the moment. I think they're all on their way to me. So they're all coming. They're all coming soon. Okay. So now let's go a little bit more adult, shall we? And this is a suite that I posted about in Crafty Corner, but it's not one that I thought I would like. It's called Abigail Rose. It's on page 56, and you can buy the whole collection for $69.50. I'm actually thinking this might be a retreat. This might be my summer retreat. I don't know. I need to get it and play with it, but the papers are not really they're not normally my colors. Petal pink, early espresso, crumb cake, very vanilla, smoky slate, and black. So not really my colours, but can you see them? The pictures are better in Crafty Corner, but they're just lovely. And look at these flowers. Yes, I know I did roses yesterday. Yes, I know we can't have too many. I don't think we can have too many of these. Best wishes. You're positively the greatest. It's going to be fab. I mean, I say fab all the time, so that just immediately drew me to that. Yeah, Louisa loves it too. Friends forever, feel better real soon. I like that. Real soon, yeah, a bit American, but I can cope with it. And then obviously there's all these die cuts here. Can we see this? So there's something there going on that's a big die cut, and I think that cuts out something even more. So like this cuts out this, but I think that die cut cuts out, I don't know what it cuts out, to be honest. Something big behind the scenes. Maybe it cuts out some of the papers. Maybe. I don't know. It looks like you can cut the papers out as well. As soon as I get it, I'll let you know. It also has a lovely natural trim ribbon, big wide ribbon that you can stamp on. So it's nearly as wide as that. It's about 1 inch, 5 centimeters, 2.5 centimeters, something like that. So that looks nice. So yeah, I don't know. I think if you matched it with different colors, you'd get a very different look to it. But I do actually really like it. Yeah, the rose is beautiful, isn't it? It's really gorgeous. So we'll see. I might be tempted to do something else. I don't know, but we will see how that goes. But it does look like it chops out some of the papers with some of these big dies. So that's interesting. Okay. Oh yeah, look. Here we go. So you can stamp. You can stamp these and cut it out with that. Oh, I don't know. I'm going to have to play with it when it comes. It's going to be one of those that's going to blow my mind for a bit, and then it'll all make sense. And then I'll come on and show you all about it. That's also going to be a suite of possibilities, so that's good. Okay, so moving on from big sweets and stuff, let's have a look at this. Can you see these very well, or is it as dark looking for you as it is for me? Because it looks really dark here, but I don't know if that's just my phone or if it actually is that dark. I'll try and bring another light onto the subject. Let me know whether this helps. Here we go. Let's bring this in. I've got one of these little clippy light things. There we go. Is that a bit better? Oh, that looks a bit better. That looks a little bit better. Okay. So so here we're now on to page 76. And these are just some nice, simple stamp sets for get well cards and just sort of like general sending, but great to colour with. So these ones you stamp the whole solid image, but these ones you can colour in the extra bits, and these ones you can colour in all of these flowers. So you can see how they've got here very simple, then step it up a little bit. This is hand cut, okay, so this is not like really quick. This one is when you just stamp it and colour it. Oh good, I'm glad that's a bit better. Yeah, it goes randomly in and out of colour. I don't think it helps because the catalogue is grey, so that kind of blends itself out on a screen. But yeah, so that's a good one. I'm just thinking, have I actually shared with you anything that no, okay, that's good. Right, so then the next one I want to show you is this gorgeous one here, which I actually do have the stamp set of. Wild and Sweet. Look at that, with a gorgeous panda, raccoon and koala. Who doesn't love a koala? Personally, I love the panda. I think this is kind of like early morning, give me a cup of coffee or a cup of tea. During the day, oh, what's happening? Quite eager. And then, yeah, I'm tired now. Just go away and let me sleep. It's like a day in the life of Pip. So I do quite like that one. I think that's a nice one. And they're big images, great for like solid, but also you can do a little bit of colouring. So can you see here? This one they've coloured. I'm just going to bring this one up a little bit. So this one they've actually stamped and then coloured all of the leaves and the bark of the tree. Left him black and white, but coloured in everything else. Isn't that cool? Really cool. And then here's the little raccoon just stamped in early espresso, which I think is also sweet. So good for men's cards, I think. Oops, that also works. Good for men. So that's that one. And then what else we got? What's next? See, we're running out now. We're nearly there. We're not quite done yet, but we're nearly there. Okay. Then this one's good for mums. I can't buy this stamp set. It means nothing to me. Good for mums with babies, mums with little ones. Very much in the style of In the Moment, which is above it. But this one says things like, there are places in your heart you didn't even know exist until you have a child. Well, see, so I don't know because I've never had a child, so I don't know. May all the love that you gave to me come back to you on your special day. When a child is born, so is a mother, and so happy for you. So I know several of my friends who are mums who immediately went, oh yeah, I've got to get that. So that's fair enough. So if you're a mum, that's good for you. And then what else have we got here? What else? Which one comes first? I don't know which one. This one, I think. Okay, so now we're going, so that's it with the stamps and dies. I've shown you quite a lot of the other things I like. There are other things in here that people might like. Here's the Angel Policy, which is that limited edition stamp set, which if you've added it as an add-on, you'll be getting as part of the paper retreat. And then that's quite a nice one with hollyhocks. If you like hollyhocks, you'll like this stamp set and die set. It's a detailed die with inlay, a bit like Many Blossom something or other. And then we move straight in from this point onwards into our collections. Oh, isn't that a lovely page? I want to point out a couple of things on this page. This one and this one. Can you see these? These are, they're actually die cut out packages that you can buy, little bags that you can buy. So you can colour them. I'll show you them in a minute, but I just wanted to show you them coloured, which is quite nice. Also on here, we have a little cracker box die. Yes, we have a cracker box die again. And a little gift card, note card kind of holder thing here as well. So this page actually gives you quite a lot of things to look at rather than just passing you by. You can also see here, wishing you everything wonderful. That's the words again, die cut out. So they're die cut out from that set that I showed you. There's a butterfly behind it. There's a little punch here. There's a bottle here with punch that you can get the little bottle, like the jar domes and the shaker domes. And there's lots of different looks in terms of colours and stuff. I have to say pale papaya is looking particularly brown in this picture, so I'm not convinced that that's the right colour, but apart from that, everything else looks great. So that's always a good one just to have a look at, because you can see teacups. You know, the more you look, the more you see, so it's worth having a look. That's that hollyhock die that's just there behind there. See that hollyhock there? So that's nice. They've cut that out of the ombre shimmer paper. Hi Bev. Excellent. Mine should be on their way any minute now. Then we get into the colour collections, which is cool. As normal, here are our in colours. Here are our basics. Here are our normal stuff. Then it goes into what they now call clutter control, which I think is great. Organisation, or what used to be called Stampin' Up storage or Stampin' Storage, is now called clutter control, which I like very much because we've all got a bit of that. Then we go into assortments and bundles. So if you want to buy all of the stamp pads for the new in colours, okay, you get 10% off if you buy all 5 in one go rather than buying them individually. So page 126 is where you want to be looking. This is where all the assortments are. They're not on the normal pages. It's a bit weird. Adhesives, no change there. Then the wow factor, everything you need to know about paste and embossing and natural tone blends and all that stuff is here. Blending brushes and all that kind of stuff. Then we go into all the lovely papers. Yummy, yummy, yummy. Which we've seen. Look at all those crackers made with a cracker die. Isn't that good? Afternoon Sheila. Sheila says she's just at West Wittering to put the awning up. Oh, very nice. That'll be nice. So yes, paper perfection, all those little crackers, that's cute. Then here's all the different papers, but if you're at Paper Party, you don't need to worry about that. You're getting some of all of them. I would like to point out that every now and again, you get this thing called host reward pop up on the page, and it's showing you the host things that you can get when you reach the host amount. And the host amount is an order of £150 of product or more. And once you hit that, you start earning rewards. And so these little host things that pop up, they're the things that you can get with your host rewards. And here's one of them. This is called Sit, Stay, Relax. And it's got 2 cats and a dog sitting on sofas or chairs, which I think is very nice. This one's very royal, very regal, I thought. Just sitting here thinking of you. You feel like home to me. Relish the day. Hi, friend, missing you. Wish you were here. I mean, really nice stamps. So we'll be playing with those at some point soon. Then we go into memories and more normal stuff. Right, so now we go into beyond basic is what they call it. It's all the speciality papers. And the one I really want to point out to you is that we now have rose gold speciality paper in iridescent, matte and metallic. Okay, so it's not going to show up very well on the camera. But like we have the silver foil pack with the 3 different silvers, now we've got 3 different rose golds, which I think is going to be gorgeous. So some of that's on order. Also, I'd like to point out that copper sheet has not gone away. I was about to stuff a whole bunch of copper foil into my retirement when I suddenly saw something on a card that was in the catalogue, and I thought, hang on a minute, that looks like copper foil. So I came and had a look, and it's still here. I thought that had retired ages ago. So there you go. So copper is back. Whether it went and came back, I don't know. So we've got our rose gold speciality, our brushed metallics, which is copper, gold and bronze. And then we've got silver, which is matte, mirrored and foil. No, brushed, matte and mirrored, but one of them's nearly black. Gorgeous colours. And then we've got copper and gold. So I just wanted to point those out. And then we've got like a distressed gold speciality paper, 2 single-sided sheets. I've bought some. We're going to see what that looks like. See what that looks like, because it looks like it's gilding flakes, but in a sheet. So that could be really good. Okay, so that's that. And then what else we got in here? What else? Then here's your basics. Okay, it's called Wrap It Up, and for some reason that's where they've put A4 cardstock. I don't really understand why, but that's it. So here's your basic white and your very vanilla cardstock here. Okay, page 140. And then this is where you find these beautiful little treat boxes, as they call them. Treat boxes and treat bags. One's embossed and the other one is die cut out. So they're quite fancy. So I've ordered some of these. So we'll see what that's like. You can also get Peekaboo treat bags, which are like the things you can get granola nibbles in and stuff. Again, they're food safe, craft and white, and you can pop them in 10 bags. So that looks quite good if you give treats away quite a lot, you know, cookies or fudge, or I know someone who does fudge. That'd be great. And then it's into all of the embellishments, okay, which obviously we all love the sparkly stuff. Then it's all into the ribbons, and we all love the ribbons. And then it's into the tools, okay. And in the tools, there's one more thing I want to show you, and that is here on page 149. It's called masking paper. It doesn't look like much. Basically, it's big Post-it notes, but it's sticky all over. So it specialises in allowing you to keep designated paper sections ink-free while using colouring techniques, colour blocking, etc. So we're going to be playing a lot with those, okay, just to let you know, because they're big, 7 inches by 5 inches. So they're a large size, bigger than a standard card front. So I'm going to play with those and get some techniques with those going. And then we're into all of the punch bundles, all of the punches that are still available, and the new ones that are out. This one's not available yet. I tried to order that this morning and couldn't, which was annoying. But apart from that, I think like this cute little songbird builder's back. I know a lot of people are looking out for that. And then we're into tools, and then we're into the to die for the die cutting stuff. And they have now got some bundles with the die cutting machine, so you can do you can either do the mini with the beautiful stylish shapes collection, which we'll get to in a second. I have talked to you about that already, or you can do the Sending Smiles bundle with the mini, or you can do the Mighty machine, and you can do Nature's Prints, which I know is Joan's favourite. Mine, it's lovely. I've used that in, there's a whole set of stuff up with that in the membership at the moment. Mighty machine, so you get the big machine and this, and the entire collection. So, you know, they're doing different things for different price points for people who want to just get started with a little mini machine. Maybe they want the mini and a stamp set that fits, or they want to go for the big machine and pack a punch. Then we're into the bundles. So you can go through. They're all now in alphabetical order, which is always helpful for people like me who can't remember what page they're on. So that's much easier. And they're all different. They're all different to what's actually in the catalogue pages. I like that. So they don't look the same as the examples that you'll have seen in other pages. They look different, which is cool. So you've got a few more ideas to play around with, basically. Then we get into some dies. A couple of dies that I want to point out to you. This dots and spots looks quite cool, but it is just a big plate that cuts out dots from your paper. So, you know, it looks fun, but you might not feel the need. This I love, brushed shapes. So this one Cuts out squiggly hearts, circles and squiggly lines. Great for like little accents on cards. So I like that. The largest one is 2 inches by, well, 5 centimetres by 6 centimetres roughly. So I guess that's that one, or one of these. Here's your cracker treat box if you want to do your crackers. Okay. And then we've got, what's the other one I wanted to show you? That's your mini pocket envelope in case you wanted to do some of those. Here we go. This is your stylish shapes. So it has your circles, your squares and your banners. Okay, so we'll be using this in Paper Party. But if you have other banners and other circles and squares, you can absolutely substitute for those. And then this one is the one that, remember we talked to the Art of Bloom and we said, is there something that die cuts bits out? This is it. So it embosses and die cuts all in one. So that's quite interesting. And finally, we've got some nice new embossing folders, the Fern 3D, which I've looked at. I need to show you a bit more about. Let's celebrate. So we've had thanks and hello. Now we've got congratulations and happy birthdays in a little double mini embossing folder, which really are not showing up well at all, so I'm not even going to bother with that. And then there's a cloud one called Into the Clouds. So if you just type clouds into the system, it'll show you. So if you want to look at the other stamp sets that are available through host promotion, here is what you need to earn. So this is how you earn your rewards. If you spend 150, you get 10% back. 275, you get 12% back. 400, 14% back and a half price item. £525 or more, you get 16% back and a half price item. And that sounds a lot, but it can be in multiple orders. So it can be more than one person putting in stuff for a workshop order. You need to speak to me about doing one of those. But then you can get one of these free with your host rewards, or you can use your host rewards to anything else. It's up to you. But these are cheaper value. So this one is valued at £20 because it's a full size, rubber stamp set. So value £20, but with host rewards, you'd only pay 12. So it's a way of getting stuff cheaper, if you know what I mean. And they're nice things. And then there's papers you can get as well, like we did last year. Then here's your stamp index. Here's about joining. Here's your stamp. But at the moment, there's a massive joining offer on with the new in colours. So go for that one. It's the same thing. You just click on my join button on my shop. Here's the stamp index. Here's the accessory index, which is always useful. And then there's some legal and trademarky stuff. And then there's about making a difference and day of service and all that kind of stuff. So the only one I wanted to show you as well, let's get back here a second, is, if you remember Beautiful Shapes, where is it? That we used with the Abstract Beauty, so the hexagons, the circles and the loopy things. There's now a stamp set called Framed Occasions, and it's got a hexagon on it and a circle, and these all fit into the same shapes as this one. So it's like, if you've already got this die set, you can buy this stamp set and like have a bundle without the price of a bundle. You just pay for the stamp set, and it's quite a nice stamp set. I like it. So I thought I'd point that out as well. So there we go. Wow, that was a bit of a romp through, wasn't it? Yeah, lots of things. I mean, there are so many more things in there, but they're ones I thought that maybe you wouldn't spot. And I thought especially the charming, there's that one. I must have missed that. I must have missed that when I was showing it to you. There's that one. But the Charming Sentiments one, wherever that is, must be here. I thought this is one that could easily be overlooked and easily be missed. And yet I think that's probably one of the best value and most useful stamp sets for multiple occasion sentiments that you can ask for. So fingers crossed, catalogues will be here with me today. I've had various UPS notifications to say that they're on their way. I'm just going to come back off here and come back over here. There we go. Let's just switch all these lights off. You don't go away. No, it's not switching off. Oh, now it's a bit off. I'll pop that one up there. Hopefully it'll be a bit better and won't fall off. Let's hope that doesn't stay. Yes, so they'll be here today. I've got everything ready to go into the things. So I'm just stuffing and then shipping tomorrow. Okay, so they'll go to the post office tomorrow because I've got to do my manifest and everything today. So I've got to stuff them and stack them and pack them and get them out, and then they'll go out tomorrow. So yes, but hopefully you can have a look online now, right this minute. You don't have to wait for the catalogue to actually arrive if you want to go online and have a look at some stuff, bright screen in front of you. And I know it's not the same as having the catalogue, but it is a way of being able to see what you can get. And sometimes the images show up better on the screen than they do in the catalogue. So that's also worth having a look at. So I think that's about all I wanted to do and share with you today. Yes, I know. Too much to choose from, says Bev. I'm going to have to sit on my hands. Yeah, I know that. I mean, I looked at my order and went, oh my goodness, I'm spending a fortune, and then realized that actually most of it was already being divvied out to all the other things. So actually what I've purchased myself was not that much. So, phew. But I did treat myself to a few things like that sentiment bundle. Can't wait for that to arrive. And also, you know, like the Abigail Rose, I just want to see what it looks like and play with it. And yes, I've got loads of flowers, but do you know what? I don't care. I don't really care. I'm going to play with some more flowers. That'll be good. So apart from getting the catalogues out, I'm now heads down getting stuff ready for Stamp and Chat, which closes this week. So you need to book in for that. And then that's using current colours with the new in colours. So I'll send you the new in colour stuff and you can use what you have at home with that. So you don't have to buy all the new in colours and have them right there and then. But it'll give you a chance to look at them and see whether you like them or not. So that's Stamp and Chat coming out this month. And then what else? And then designing for Paper Party and Suite of Possibilities. That's my next job. And deciding what I want to do for retreat in the summer. So in case you didn't know, I have a one-day retreat in person. So not online anymore for this one. In person in Farnborough. It's going to be one day, and you can find out all about it on my website if you go to events and have a look on there for craft retreats. And I would say you might want to get your places booked early because it's half full already, and I haven't really publicised it yet. So yeah, so you might want to have a look at your at craft retreats on my website. So just queenpitcards.com, and then just have a look at the menu for events, and you'll see that on there. But I'm off to do some designing and some packing and some stuffing. Go shop. And if you have to wait for your catalogue, it'll be here soon, I promise you. Alrighty, thank you so much for your patience, and I am so sorry that it's delayed. But, you know, it just means you've had time to, you know, save up a few more pennies for when you get that catalogue and you have a very, very long wish list. And if you really do have a very, very long wish list, I cannot stress enough that joining is the best thing for you. It doesn't matter to me whether you want to run it as a business or if you just want to enjoy it with your supplies. So please, if you have a big wish list, that is the best way of doing it. Alrighty, take care for now. I'll see you again on Monday. Bye bye.